Coming right off of a premium live event and heading towards another. This is the in-between state in our schedule. This is the Undercard, Season 9, Episode 11, Uprising. And if you've seen the thumbnail, then you know our main event is featuring the Toxic Avenger and Big Show going at it for a number one contender spot and much, much more. Let's take a look at the card. Opening up the show, we have a number one contendership match for the women's title. Lady Frost and Ivory will go head-to-head to kick off the show. Winner will face Awesome Kong next week. And that will be next week's main event. For the first time in, I think, like 2 seasons, we'll have an all-female main event. And I believe Awesome Kong absolutely deserves it, since she is at the top of the rankings and still undefeated. Then we've got Blade versus Dalton Castle. The Party Crasher versus the Party Peacock. Then we've got Abadon versus Harley Quinn. A lot of back-to-back performances here on the undercard, which is kind of a rare thing to see. We just recently saw Abadon. We just recently saw Harley Quinn both in action, and we're going to see them here today facing each other. It's just the way the schedule worked, and that's how things are. Then the return of Geralt of Rivia going up against a bottom-ranked Dolph Ziggler. I think I misquoted his ranking, and I assumed that he was doing better than he is, but then I looked back and I was like, oh yeah, Ziggler's only actually won once. I thought he was 2-4. He's 1-3 or something. But yeah, I'll have to double check the rankings. You would think I would know. It's my own show. But sometimes even I lose track of things. And that's just par for the course. Then we've got tag team action. 2 Live Crew going up against Demolition. And Bam Bigelow versus Abyss. Top of the rankings. Some big boys going at it in the season of Giants and Monsters. Wouldn't have it any other way. And of course, that main event that we mentioned earlier, it's Toxic Avenger versus Big Show. And it's going to win a fucking Oscar. Let's get down to business and let's start the show. It's very windy here in New England. I'm hoping that my internet can stay stable through this show. Kicking off action here, Lady Frost going up against Hall of Famer Ivory with a dragon screw. Ivory's been working on her submission game as of late, and we like to see it. We like different strategies shown off. It's not just about big moves. Sometimes you gotta wear down your opponent. And, hey, do whatever you can do to topple the other person over. Oh, into the corner. Nothing there to follow up. Chasing her down right to censor style with the Hurricanrana. None of that nonsense. Warning, warning, warning. Oh, test of strength, and Lady Frost is obviously the more powerful of these two. And then an elbow to her face into the corner. Nice, another elbow shot, but she grabs the wrist. Nice control. And returns the favor, and down to the mat she goes, flipping over. Look at this technical skill of Lady Frost. Maintaining that wrist control, had to slap her hand away, elbow to the back of Ivory. Women's action to start the show this week and to close the show next week. Very excited about the future promises of this women's division. And there was a low kick. I don't think it connected, though. So, yeah, I do just want to quickly look at things properly here. I believe that these rankings should be updated and correct. So, I just wanted to correct myself that Dolph Ziggler is at 1-3. And last week, I don't know. I thought he already had a win. Anyway, back to the action here live. It's a cat fight! First 4 minutes of the show, and Lady Frost has to get away from that. Got her in a headlock. Simple. We don't have to get fancy here. Oh! And there's a nice drop kick by Ivory. Looking for a chance against Awesome Kong is either one of these ladies. And, I mean, even if you get there, Awesome Kong, once again, we've mentioned it before and time again, but she is undefeated and has the best record on the damn show! Off the ropes, but she missed that diving stomp. Unfortunate missed opportunity there for Lady Frost. Ivory took advantage with the knee drop to the face into the corner, chops her in the chest, and returns the favor with a kick to the head, and Ziggler style. Going in, 6 minutes, spinning neck breaker. Shook her up. Ooh. Reversal. And Ziggler again. Staying in this corner. Another Joey Styles cat fight! That's a deep-rooted references here in the undercard. You never know what I'm going to pull out. It's the only thing I'm good at is making references that nobody remembers or understands, and there was a diving move again that did not connect, but the Samoan drop did, and the temperature just got a little bit colder here in the undercard as Lady Frost is looking dominant in the center of the ring with a big suplex. And she's taunting, trying to get the fans behind her as she mounts the pin, hooks the leg, lifts it up to the sky, but only a 2 count as Ivory got the shoulders up and down to the mat again. Samoan drop from behind, countered into the corner. Ivory trying to stay away from the danger and hits a signature and throws her in the other corner, calling for it again. Handspring elbow. Look at these gymnastic skills, 3 in a row. Signature move. She's spamming it. She's going to do it a 4th time. Oh, what a spot. No way. 5. Oh, she won't stop. She won't stop. Oh, she missed the last one. Went to the well too many times. Hits the power bomb, though. What a crazy situation. And Lady Frost got hit by 4 out of the 5 handspring back elbows and got locked by that Ivory knee bar there, the leg breaker that she's been using as a submission this season. And another big suplex. Lady Frost wants to become #1 contender. She wants that shot against the undefeated Awesome Kong. She wants to prove everybody wrong. You know, you look at Lady Frost and you don't know what to expect from her. She's usually not a top-level performer, but here in the Undercard Season 9, she's been doing fairly well. And she just suplexed the Hall of Famer outside of the ring. So, you know, anything's possible in the world of wrestling, but she ran right back into a powerbomb. And now Ivory again with the leg breaker. There could be a submission here.
Give up. Give up.
Opening match of the show has to escape. Drop kick. Sends her outside. Gonna follow her, though. Right in front of our audience here live every Monday. Oh, slams her down. Big slam. And then a couple of elbows. A little bit tongue-tied, but sent into the barricade either way.
Ooh, yeah.
And, oh, went for that Samoan drop, but got reversed. Ivory knew it was coming. Ran into an elbow anyway.
Oh, no.
Fighting on the outside, Poison Ivory. Finisher delivered on the outside, that jumping face buster. Shook up Lady Frost as she's trying to hit the Pele, but misses wildly. Misses the high kick. Hits the spinning neck breaker. Signature move, and usually she falls it with a cover. Referee McFauley counting the 3. And Lady Frost will be in our first female main event in, I believe it's 2 seasons. It's been a long time, and it's just simply, that's just the way that it's been. And I love promoting women's wrestling. Trust me, I do. I'm a big fan, especially when it's high quality, like it's been here on the Undercard. Every season has been fairly good for it. This season, it's been dominated by Awesome Kong, and we'll see how she performs next week. But for next up, we have Blade versus Dalton Castle. The Marvel Universe collides with the wrestling world.
Fight.
And Blade and Dalton are at the bottom of the rankings here in the Undercard, both going into this match with unfortunate records. Blade 1-3, Dalton 1-2. I think Dalton's been in the least amount of matches now. And there's that neck twist. So gross. Looks like he's breaking somebody's neck, and I hope Dalton can continue this match as that happened under the first minute. And a test of strength here. I'm not really sure who wins, because Dalton Castle is a lot stronger than he looks, but he ran into a big boot, and again, that neck twister. You know, this is the season of monsters and giants, and Dalton Castle physically is not a giant, but his ego runs wild, and he's up to his neck in peacock feathers, but he's getting stabbed in the head with a foreign object. Foreign object! Chopped to the chest by Dalton Castle, and now going for a suplex attempt, but got reversed. First counter by Blade. We love having these interesting characters, and Blade is just such a cool character to watch, but he really needs to start performing better here in the second half of the season, and there's not a whole lot of time to catch up. I think both of these guys would have to win every other match, and that's just not really possible. Chop battle. Picks him back up, throws him into the corner. Blade running forward and missed whatever he was going for. Nice move out of the way, and a forearm to the face, and he's going to slam Blade's head into the turnbuckle, and now just chopping him, keeping him in there. Woo! Ric Flair style chops into the corner, and Blade is in a world of hurt right now as the party peacock Dalton Castle taking control of this matchup early with the headlock.
Give up.
Mick Foley checking for a submission. Blade trying to maybe get out of there, maybe reach over to the ropes. Anything he could do to escape the grasp of Dalton Castle with an elbow. One to the ground. Couple of forearms by Blade. The vampire killer, but he's also a vampire, so figure that one out. The Day Walker, immune to sunlight, because he's just fucking cool, okay? Blade is a cool character, shut up. I'm somewhat excited about that Mahershala Ali thing, but I feel like it's been talked about, and I haven't really seen any news on it. I think they were filming, but I don't know. Heart Punch. I'm also excited about the Blade Marvel game, and I'm not sure if Rocksteady's behind that, or is it no, it's the team that did Dishonored that is working on that game. Not Rocksteady. What was the other one? Anyway. Elbow drop. And a neck twist. I could look it up. But there's a powerbomb counter happening. Or I could just Google Blade video game.
Come on!
It was announced. I don't know. Oh, it's Arcane. It's Arcane Studios. There we go. I knew it was something like that. Anyway, a low blow catches him right in the pingus. Right in the dingus, and again with the stabbing of the weapon to the head. Anything goes here. No disqualification in the undercard. And Dalton Castle is bleeding. Fireman's carry. And Blade smells the blood. And he's going to go right for that injury, but he got caught. A vampire sensing blood is a dangerous thing. Heart punch, signature move by Blade. Dalton gets right back to his feet into action, but ran right back into it. Again, just punching the heart, taking out the demon. Killing that vampire. But that's Dalton. That's not a vampire, that's Dalton Castle, and he's just spamming the signature move over and over, similar to what Ivory did in the opening match. I mean, hey, if it works, do it. And don't stop doing it until it stops working. Reversal slips out of the suplex. Blade was stunned, but Dalton Castle had nothing to follow up there. And a powerbomb by Blade stacks him up for a cover. 1, 2, and a big 2 count there as Dalton Castle still pouring blood from his forehead. Chokehold. He's being choked out right now. And once that blood rushes to your head, it's not going to be in the other parts of your body, and that definitely shortens your endurance and just your longevity in this matchup. Daywalker kick. Did he get all of it?
Break.
Rope break. Didn't matter because he wasn't in position for the cover. Rope break. Keeping things alive. Oh, the bangarang! It's alive and well. The bangarang connects the Party Peacock with the float over. No, 2.9. Hurricanrana stopped again. A power bomb cover. Blade with a 2. Evenly matched, I think. Surprisingly, again, Hurricanrana shut down by the powerbomb. Counter after counter, and another 2.5. Dalton Castle still bleeding. And again, these power bombs by Blade.
2, 3.
Finally gets the job done. And a big victory. I believe that sends him to 2 and 3. Next up, the women will go at it. The Living Dead Girl versus Daddy's Little Girl, or Daddy's Little Monster. It is Abadon versus Harley Quinn, and Harley Quinn's had some crazy matches lately, so this is definitely one to keep your eye out. Or keep your eye on. You know what I mean. Abadon might be trying to pull somebody's eyeball out in this matchup. That's what might happen. Abadon on the left, Harley Quinn on the right. From Marvel to DC, there's a drop kick. We saw Blade, and now we're seeing Harley Quinn, and outside the ring goes Abadon. And here's the sledgehammer already, and Abadon is taunting, but Harley has the weapon. That was the wrong time to taunt for Abadon, and she just got poked in the ribs by the sledgehammer for doing so. Drop toe hold onto a steel chair. Harley Quinn brings all the weapons, and she might be in the wrong season because she's acting like a competitor from Season 8 lately with the combat. the hardcore weapons and shit. But hey, it's welcome here in Season 9. I said do whatever you want to. I'm not in charge. And congratulations to Margot Robbie on looking hot last night. How about that? There was a connection. Slap to the head. Elbow to the back. Elbow to the head. And there's a headbutt. Abadon. Surprisingly powerful. Dangerously resilient. But Harley Quinn has that insanity factor. Very unhinged, and you never really know what to expect from her. Full speed ahead, just got punched in the face. And a nice Irish whip counter. Oh, baby. There we go. And there's a big kick. Yes, more of that, please. Up top going Harley. She's going to fly down. No. Abadon was ready for that and missed the punch off the ropes. Countered. And she's going to go grab that weapon, or maybe not. I'm not sure. Irish whip. Running Sister Abigail. Hook in the leg. 1. Only a 1 count, first fall of the match. And a lot of counters here. Back and forth action in the women's division. We love to see it. We already know that Lady Frost will be going up against our women's champion next week.
5 minutes gone.
And you gotta assume that one of these two would be somewhat next in line, depending on how this match goes. Cartwheel dropkick by Harley. Back and forth. Exchange of blows. It's getting scary.
1.
Twisted Bliss from the top, only a 2 count. Drop kick. Caught her flush. And now finally grabs that sledgehammer again, and Abadon knocks it out of her hand. Caught her with an uppercut. Throwing some punches, headbutt, anything that can work. Abadon will throw her entire body at you as a weapon. She is vicious, she is fierce, and she is to be feared here in the undercard. And there's a nice elbow by Harley Quinn. Again, weapon in hand. But it got smacked right out again. And Abadon is free to use that weapon as well, but she might just choose to use her own power. Sidewalk slam. Harley trying to get this Justice killed. Oh no, Widow's Peak! Oh, big move. Pin attempt.
2.
And the referee wanted a 3, and so did I, but this match will continue until we have a winner. And swinging the sledgehammer. Not sure she got all of that, though. Uh-oh.
Bang, bang!
Overkill. Hits the finisher. Harley's got to get her positioned correctly away from the ropes with this outlaw attempt. And that was the wrong place to be, as the rope break saves Abadon. Hurricanrana. A failed finisher for Harley again. We saw that a bunch last week, and we're going to see probably more of it in the future. Widow's Peak there by Abadon. Big move and another pin attempt.
1, 2.
10 minutes into this match. Got a lot of singles action here in this episode. This is the Undercard Season 9, Episode 11, Uprising, between 2 premium live events. And there's a steel chair to the back. And now a sledgehammer to the face. Oh! That sledgehammer just doing massive damage. And she shrugs. She's like, what are you going to do about it? She must be happy about the Multiverse's announcement. Just happened to be that she was on the show today. Oh, boy. But everything is canon here in the undercard, and there's a pinfall attempt. Only a 2 count as Harley gets the shoulder up. Abadon misses a spear attempt. Punches colliding. Fist on flesh. And Abadon is groggy and getting hit by weapons all match long. Not good for her. Stretching her out and pulling the hair, but the rope break was there. Get her out of that. Harley just dancing, going crazy. Oh, Widow's Peak, Widow's Peak! Shades of Victoria. What was her tarantula's name? Does anybody remember? TNA man, do you remember? Tara's tarantula. Oh, face first! It's got to be over. Abadon hits the finisher. 1, 2, and no! Harley kicks out. Another crazy situation for Harley Quinn to prove how tough she truly is. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and no. Again, Harley Quinn never dies. She says no. Half and half suplex. After this season, it's going to be crazy because we hit a decade in the number of seasons. That's right. But we're not ready to talk about the next season yet. We're going to finish the season first. But I would say, stay tuned.
Bang!
Bang, bang. Kick to the head. Sledgehammer in hand. Harley Quinn looking to do more damage, but got caught by the spear. Excuse me. Whoa, snapmare. Oh, sledgehammer right to the cranium. Cracked her cranium half open like a coconut. And the milk is leaking out. Oh! The tarantula's name was Poison? Oh, I guess that makes sense. I thought it was something fancier than that. I totally forgot what it was actually called. Oh no, face slam onto the sledgehammer. It's got to be over. Abadon crashing the competition, but a kick out at the illustrious Fire Pro 2.9. Double sledgehammer misses, or the axe handle, I guess, is what it should be called. Down with the Widow's Peak. Abadon trying to finish this one once and for all, and she does. I think the right woman won, and crawling on top of her body is the living dead girl, Abadon, with another pretty clean win. Yeah, speaking of that, I think, interestingly enough, Victoria/Tara has never been in the undercard and is probably one of the biggest female wrestlers of all time to not be featured on this show. Just hasn't happened. Geralt returns after another humiliating defeat against Bam Bigelow, where he just constantly got dropped on his head. And we checked him. He seems like he's good and ready to go against Dolph Ziggler, the show-off. A very interesting matchup for Geralt here.
Fight.
And I just said that this is an interesting matchup, and it's simply for the reason that Geralt has been going up against the larger opponents, flicking off Dolph Ziggler. He's pissed off. Geralt says, fuck you. Geralt, always grim and lacking emotion, doesn't really like people at all, and I'm not sure he's going to get along with Dolph Ziggler. I can tell you that much. These two personalities will not collide very well, and there was a cattle mutilation attempt by Geralt. I'm not sure he got all of it, and it seemed like Ziggler slipped out quickly. Yeah, this is the season of giants and monsters, and Dolph Ziggler is here because he's a giant asshole, and that's it. That's the only reason. Also, I kind of just wanted him on the show at least once, but you know. I'm in charge of the booking, all right? Shut up. I'll put who I want on my show. Scoop slam into an arm lock. And Geralt has been using submissions all season long. But yeah, Geralt faced, the big boys. He's been against the monsters, and now he's fighting somebody that's smaller than him. So, size advantage, not an issue. Just got to focus on business and hopefully getting a much-needed win here, as this is technically still the bottom of the rankings. Dolph Ziggler, like I mentioned, at the beginning is 1-3, and Geralt is 2-3. So this would be a better position for Geralt if he wins, but a much needed win for Ziggler as well. Obviously, the show off, here to show the world, and here to move out of the way directly into the turnbuckle. DDT by Geralt. And a chop to the chest, just sending him backwards. Fireman's carry. And a stretch plum. You don't see that every day. Whatever it takes. That's the game plan here on the undercard for most of the roster. Do whatever the damn well you need to get the job done. I don't care how dirty you fight. I don't care if you use that weapon. Use it. Swing it at his head. Kill him. Oh, shoulder block. Fist drop. Geralt definitely more familiar in the world of swords than chairs, but either way, the weapon is still in play here in this matchup. Scoop slam by Dolph. Off the ropes. Nothing there. Low kick. Blocks. Double leg takedown. And a stretch muffler. Again, working on the lower part. Working on those legs. Wearing down the faster man. Trying to halt the speed of Ziggler. Smart strategy by Geralt. He always knows how to take apart his opponents. He knows how to deal with a lot of these people, but just has not been successful. Like a bestiary or a glossary or a dictionary or whatever the fuck will not help you. You can do as much research as you want on your opponent. There's no rule against that. But once you get in the ring, it's a different thing. Like, you can read a book about it, but it's different once you're actually facing the person. And I think that's the problem for Geralt. That he might have studied and learned everything about Ziggler, but he might not be 100% ready. But he's got an ankle lock applied. And referee Mick Foley checking on this submission as Ziggler quickly escapes. So fast. And the amateur background super kick caught him on the chin.
1, 2.
Kick out at 2. Drop kick.
Break.
Fisherman suplex in the corner. Obviously, there was a rope break there. Rolling armbar.
Give up. Give up.
Escapes out of it. The wind is still howling here in New England. Griffin trap.
10 minutes.
Finisher submission by Geralt. Oh, and he had to knee his way out of there. Griffin trap again. He got it back to back.
Give up.
Trying to get a submission victory here. Oh, Igni. That got canceled out. The fire spell by Geralt did not work there. Don't forget, he does have some magic spells. They're pretty basic, but they do work. And jumping DDT. I'm not sure if he caught the chair, but the damage has been dealt by that DDT. Up top going Ziggler from the top. Frog splash. And he's going to get the cover. Only a 2. Oh, Famouser. Ziggler with the finish. 1, 2. Now, I don't know if it matters what you use as your finisher, as long as it gets the job done, and it didn't get the job done there just yet. Rolling armbar applied, another submission. This time, Geralt going after the arm, trying to bend that elbow. Hyperextending your elbow could lead to serious injury, and you do not want to get injured on the second half of the season. Oh, chair against the chest. And when steel meets flesh, the steel wins every time, but Geralt got dropped right on that chair. Facebuster and a poke to the ribs. Ziggler is going to hit him with the Famouser on the chair. Holy crap, can Geralt kick out of that one? Yes. Holy poop. For all that's holy in the world of Novigrad. Good God, I don't know how Geralt survived that. The fire breath did not connect, but the steel chair did. Geralt has to prove that the mutagens make him tougher, as it's gonna happen again. Deja vu. One, two. No. Barely. Just barely. 2.5. Geralt gets hit by the facebuster. Dolph is looking really good right now. And a steel chair knocks down the Witcher. Again. CD Projekt Red might have to start making a sequel with a different character because Geralt might be injured. And he flicks off Dolph Ziggler after hitting the Igni. Oh! Chair to the back of the head. Geralt's got to do something else here. He's got to catch him. He's got to grab him. Oh, jumping DDT. Ziggler trying to get the crowd behind him. Sleeper hold on the ground. Submission this time by Dolph.
Give up.
Trying to put the Witcher to sleep. And Geralt, the Butcher of Blaviken, with so many nicknames, it doesn't matter what you call him as long as it's not late for dinner, gets caught by the super kick. Oh, and a drop kick. Facebuster. This match is cooking. Hold on, they're cooking. Super kick. And Geralt gets right back up. For the love of Siri, there's one by him. Jumping DDT. Both men are down. They're hitting each other with everything they got. Kangaroo kick. Geralt picking up Dolph by the hair. Igni collides. Fire spell. Oh, low blow. You should have activated Quinn. You fool. Quinn was the best spell in the game. And there it is. The Griffin trap. It's got to be over. No, the ropes were there for Ziggler to hang on to. Famouser. He will make you more famous with that one. Oh, how did Geralt kick out? Geralt kicked out of 3 Famousers, and 2 of them were on top of the chair, but he's got the Griffin. He had the Griffin trap locked in the corner. Out of the corner now, Juji Katani, rolling armbar.
Give up.
20 minutes. And the submission is still applied. We've got a match on our hands. We've got a match on our hands at the bottom of the rankings. It just shows what these competitors will do when the chips are down and everything is on the line and your career is shortening. Oh, DDT onto the chair. Maximum damage, but the foot was on the rope for Geralt. Good positioning, but he has to recover from that big move. Doesn't matter that he hit the ropes. He still felt it. And I know Geralt is tough and immune to most pains, but he's definitely feeling this right now. Steel chair did not collide there. Uh-oh. But he caught him. Drops him down with an elbow. Sleeper hold by Ziggler. Fading. It's over. Back and forth match. And Dolph with a sleeper hold gets another much needed win, and now he's at the record that I thought he was at. So it works out for me. If your adrenaline's not pumping after that one, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. This episode continues now as we get into some tag team action. We're in an interesting position in the tag rankings because there's 3 teams that are technically tied, And I don't think that's ever happened before. So what we need to do is have all those teams fight other teams and see how they do after that, and then we'll worry about it later. We still have some time left in the season to figure that all out. But that's the reason why 2 Live Crew is here again against Demolition, who were really impressive last time. I know they're kind of the worst team, but they had an impressive win last time we saw them. So Demolition with a new attitude is a very dangerous team.
Fight.
And this looks like it's going to be tornado tag action. I was not aware of that, and we'll have to make an edit. I don't know if the game did that. I definitely didn't do that. But all right, it's going. It's live. We're doing it live. Maybe the referee has finally lost control of the tag division. I don't know. Off the ropes, all the way across the ring. Oh! Huge kick to start off the show. And R-Truth there with a hip toss. And this is, I'm being told, this is confirmed a tornado tag match. And we're just going to let it go. 2 Live Crew with an elbow drop there. Axe and smash. The team of Demolition trying to go toe-to-toe with 2 Live Crew. And they're just hammering R-Truth right now. A Road Dog, R-O-D-double-G. In the corner is R-Truth. And a axe chop. Whip into the corner and a kick to the face of, I believe that's Axe. And smash with the backdrop. Into the corner goes Axe. And Road Dogg trying to save his partner here. It gets a little bit chaotic in these tag matches, especially when it's tornado rules, which everybody can be in the ring at the same time. Luthez press on one side, a hip toss on the other, and a double kick to the head.
Give up.
We've noticed that Demolition has been using some new strategies, some new moves off the ropes, trying to get R-Truth out of the equation, and a nice exchange of blows here. Drops him down. Gourd Buster. From behind, Chicken Wing had to save his partner, and an enziguri by R-Truth. Smash with a snapmare. Axe going from behind with a hammer to the back. Off the ropes. Nothing there to be followed up by, and a double arm suplex. Eye poke. 2 Live Crew, former champions, have been working all season long to get back in the title picture, but every time they do, they just get shut down by our current champions, A-Train and Nathan Jones, who are still, by the way, undefeated, and are entering a very dangerous territory of being, you know, in the realm of Team Halloween, which we try not to mention too much, but you have to at that point. When a tag team is that dominant, you're like, we've seen this happen before, and we don't want it to happen again. We're hoping that one of these tag teams rises to the occasion and can become a new champion. There's some blood happening. I believe that is Smash that got busted open and turned him upside down with a lariat. And R-Truth with a cover, but there's a submission on the other side, so the referee had to make a quick decision and see which one was applied first. And that would be the pinfall, this time of 2. And now an STF locked onto R-Truth. And Road Dogg getting knocked down. Big punch by Axe. And a flip, flop, and fly, the shake, shuffle, and suck it. 450. Rope break. Small package. 1, 2, and another pin attempt, this time by Demolition. There's a lot of submissions, a lot of pinfalls, and a whole lot happening here in this impromptu tornado match.
Are you ready?
What the hell? Pump and dump. Cover.
1, 2.
And the signature elbow did not connect. 2.5. The match almost just ended. Package pile driver this time by Road Dogg. And R-Truth getting comboed. Saves his partner. Oh, God, what a lariat. Demolition ain't playing around. 2.5. Oscar Street Cutter there. Signature move by R-Truth. Trying to keep my eyes on all the action here.
Give up.
There's a lot going on. Rainmaker.
Are you ready?
These devastating lariats by Smash are absolutely disgusting. And there was one by Axe. Oh! A collision of bodies. I'm not going to call that a botch. Because I'm not sure it totally was. I mean, Demolition might be sacrificing themselves in this match just to get the damn win. It was a kick and a shoulder breaker. And up top, but he changed his mind there. And another pump handle slam by Road Dogg, trying to finish the match with his finisher move, and he did it! 2 Live Crew stepping up in the rankings. And they might be in position for a title shot in the future. We'll see how things go in the tag division. I gotta go. I gotta go edit some stuff later. What the hell? How do I book the show and I don't even know that it's a tornado match? How'd that happen? It might have saved the settings from the previous week, but we didn't have a tornado last week, did we? What the fuck? Botch! I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Either way, the winner was 2 Live Crew. So, next up, we've got the top of the rankings. It's the big boys. This is the season of Giants and Monsters, and if you want to see some Giants and Monsters, it's the Beast from the East versus the Monster Abyss.
Fight.
Bam Bigelow meeting up against Abyss in a huge match with massive proportions, literally. And also figuratively, because this could shape the future of Season 9. Just knocking him down, headbutt, Bam using his thick skull as a weapon, and Abyss, famous for using all sorts of weapons, including a barbed wire baseball bat that he's been using a lot lately. Chop to the head. Nothing pretty about this one, and they've both been so dominant in their performances as of late, Big Boot. We know they love spamming finishers and signatures, and Bam loves that Fire Thunder driver where he drops his opponent on their head. So he's been winning a lot lately, and he completely humiliated Geralt last time we saw Bam in action, and Abyss trying to get out of the corner. Axe Bomber throws him in there. Big splash did not connect, and now Bam with an opportunity to do something and hits him with the sidewalk slam. And these are some giants. Beeltox, Abyss, somehow with the strength to throw Bam across the ring and stomp right on his giant jewels. The Royal Jewels have been crushed. Manhattan drop, falls down. Again to the groin. No better way to stop a large man than that. Oh, wheel kick. Caught him. And that's the quick explosivity of Bam. Only a 1 count, though. Referee Mick Foley making sure that they try to protect themselves at all times, but how can you in a situation like this? Headbutt outside, gets himself out of the corner, just lays right on top of him, using his body weight to his advantage. There was Bam. And now an exchange of blows in the center of the ring here in this big matchup. I would not want to be in this ring right now. I'll tell you that.
5 minutes gone.
Because you know they're looking to do some major damage and just runs right through. Was Abyss coming full steam like a train engine and choke tosses him over his damn head, stomp to the groin again. Hey, if it's working, why would we stop doing it is the question. Tried to tackle him, sidestepped. Abyss off the ropes, was looking for maybe a leg drop or something, but Bam Bam got back to his feet, Manhattan drop, and now Abyss is going to wait for him to get back up. He wants him on the ground. He wants him in the air. He wants him head to head. He wants him everywhere. And there's a quick hook of the leg. Bam Bam just trying to send a message that he's not out for the count. Sidewalk slam. Slow recovery by both guys. Interesting small package, and that's not usually something you see from Abyss. Oh, clothesline, sends him upside down. Stomp to the back, followed by the headbutt, the famous headbutt by Bam Bam Bigelow. The Beast from the East representing the entire state of New York and drops him right on his head. We might need to send Abyss to a hospital instead of to a penitentiary or an insane asylum where he came from, whatever the hell. Jacked up and jackhammered down to the mat, but the ropes were there for Abyss to kick out or at least get saved by. And he got knocked upside down again by the clothesline, and there's a low blow. Bam Bam back in this match quickly. And all it takes is one big move to change things up. And a choke toss again. Abyss standing firm. Clothesline connects. Gets up wobbly there. Off the ropes. Could we see it? Oh! No, flapjack. I was hoping for the black hole slam, but he went for the flapjack instead. And I had flapjacks for breakfast. There was a 2 count. Still, we have a huge main event to follow up. Don't go anywhere.
10 minutes gone.
Number 1 contender will be determined here after this one. And you got to think, both of these guys want to be in that position, and I mean, this match would set that up. 2.5. In the far corner, choke slam. Bam Bam from behind. Oh no, he shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have done that because he got caught there. Between the legs, where no man wants to be hit. Had to get the shoulder up to continue this match, and a cover there with nothing to happen. Awkward situation and a 2 count. That would have been a humiliating way to lose. And Abyss with a choke slam of his own. A lot of these big boys love that choke slam, driving him on his head. Fire Thunder Driver, but Bam Bam slow to recover, cannot capitalize. This match is taking a lot out of these big guys.
1, 2.
And we know that Bam Bam's got a lot in the tank, so he's got to be putting so much effort behind everything he does. But he got chokeslam there from behind into the ropes. Oh, could we see the big squish? Oh, Bam Bam using his entire body. Oh, God. A splash, and I'm not sure how Abyss got out of that. That would have broken my rib cage. Pele kick. And Abyss somehow recovered first. Check to the gut. Powerbomb reversed. On his back. 1, 2. Bridge style. 2.5. Clothesline this time. Bam Bam gets it. Reversal. Off the ropes. Oh! I want to see that black hole slam so bad, and they just won't let it happen. Wheel kick connects. The speed out of nowhere by Bam Bam is something that has always impressed us for years and years. And it's a reason he's a legend. He's not just your average 300-pound man. He can move at lightning speed, and it's freaky. Chokeslam, but there's so much power behind everything Abyss does, and that definitely shook up Bam Bam. Clothesline, knocks him down. Big splash, might get it. Oh, that was ugly. That was ugly like Coyote Ugly. Fire Pro Wrestling World is not done giving us the hits with that Fire Thunder Driver, and it's over. Dropped him on his head. Bam Bam is back. That move is so gross and dangerous. And that's been the game changer all season long for Bam Bam Bigelow. Ladies and gentlemen, we've already determined our women's number one contender in the beginning with Lady Frost. And now we have to determine who will be the number one contender for the Undercard Championship. It's Toxic Avenger from the Traumaverse versus former champion Big Show. And Big Show has only lost once, and it was in that title match. So Big Show going into this with a near perfect record, very dangerous. Still has the weapon of mass destruction, still has that knockout power, and still has, obviously, the choke slam. The question is, can Toxic Avenger make history and face Godzilla next week? That would be a crazy matchup. I'm trying to will that to happen, but I don't know if I can count against Big Show.
Fight.
Here we go. First main event appearance for Toxic Avenger. A very crazy movie character. If you haven't seen any of the movies, you gotta watch them at least once. I think it's like a rite of passage. You just have to. I'm not hyped about the reboot or remake or whatever the hell Elijah Wood is doing with it, but there was Big Show with a foot DDT and a punch to the midsection. And Avenger just trying to get Big Show away from him. Keep your distance from Big Show as much as you can. Big Show gets a hold of you, it's not going to be fun for you. The super heavyweight, the 400-plus pound Big Show, the world's largest athlete, getting suplexed. But don't forget, Toxic Avenger has that super power. He's just pumped up by those radioactive toxic fumes. The Traumaville dump is right outside, and I could smell it. It stinks in here. What the hell? Off the rope, giant men colliding, but Big Show blocked that one from behind. Toxic with a jumping, clubbing blow and a punch to the face. Gets a little bit goofy. It gets a little bit wacky when Tuxie is in there, but Big Show is all business, and he wants another title shot. He wants that belt back on his shoulder or around his giant waist. This is the Undercard, Season 9, Episode 11, Uprising, number one contender match. Winner faces Godzilla next week. And a hammer knocks him down. Crossface by the Big Show.
Give up. Give up.
Unusual submission attempt. I mean, he's used the bear hug before. It's just not usually his wheelhouse. And maybe sending a message to the entire roster that you never know what to expect.
Yeah!
Trips him up and tosses him across the ring.
5 minutes gone.
Big Show's gotta have a good performance if he wants that title back. If he wants another shot. If he wants another chance to add his name to the very short list of Undercard champions.
Give up.
And I mean, Braun Strowman
Give
only
up.
held on to the
Give
title
up.
for 1 week, so things can be short-lived or they can be long-held. I mean, we've had record championships here with obviously Awesome Kong, and A-Train and Nathan Jones are undefeated, so there's a lot of stories being told in the title pictures. Big Show with a couple taunts, going from behind, clubbing him down. Just trying to overwhelm Toxic Avenger with the power. Standing there, statuesque. Oh, punch to the back of the head. One, two. And Toxic Avenger still in this matchup. Oh, desperation cover! He saw that the Big Show was slow to recover, and he took advantage and now hits him with the kitchen sink. Toxic Avenger always with the innovative offense. Getting a little bit crazy. Tackle didn't matter. Ran into the Big Show. 8 minutes into this match, waiting for him to get back to his feet. Slamming him down, backbreaker. Cover attempt. Mick Foley with a 2 count. Off the ropes. There, the tackle that time finally worked, and the Billy Goat's curse submission applied by Toxic Avenger in what would be his biggest win of his career. Chokeslam! Goodbye! All your hopes and dreams just got shattered by the showstopper. Oh, 2.5. Barely kicked out of that chokeslam. That took all the toxic fumes in him to kick out of that one. Good God. Almost, here we go, 10 minutes into this match. Stretch muffler applied. Toxie doing anything he can to just slow down the Big Show and hopefully not get hit by any of that bull crap again. Face first into the turnbuckle. Gets him out of the corner. Backbreaker again. Big Show, the veteran, has been in these matches before. He's had the main event experience. He's held the titles. He's been undercard champion. He knows what it takes to be in this position and to fight for the glory and the gold. And they're trying to trade kicks and chops, and we got an exchange of blows here in the main event this week. Woo! Headbutt. The world's largest athlete in control. Oh, and there it is! The weapon of mass destruction, the big punch by the Big Show, and a 2. Oh my goodness. Toxie. Somehow, some way. No! Sending him back to New Jersey. 1, 2. Oh! How's he alive? Oh, goes down low with the chop block. Good move. That was smart by Toxie. Toxic Avenger now. Woo! With that modified neck breaker. And the discus did not connect. Throws Big Show outside of the ring. And he's going to follow him out there. Low blow. Ding dong. That hit right on the money. And the modified neckbreaker again, this time on the outside. Very thin padding there. Extra damage being dealt. Throwing him into the side of the ring. Down to the knee. Grabs the chair. Weapon in play. Big Show still in it though. Toxic Avenger finally hitting some moves, but will it be enough to topple the world's largest athlete? The former champion with the chokeslam on the outside. Good Lord. That will take the wind right out of you. All your plans go out the window. Oh, God, the KO punch. It didn't critically knock him out, but it might get the 3. And it does. Big Show versus Godzilla again next week, but that will not be the main event. We'll talk about that in just a moment. As we recap the show, We know right now that the main event for the premium live event next week is Lady Frost versus Awesome Kong. Lady Frost, very successful here in the undercard. She's been on TV a lot lately, so this is kind of cool that she's made her way to the top in a much-deserved main event spot because Awesome Kong is the most dominant person on our roster. And when it comes to the undercard, I like to showcase who is on top, who is dominating, who is making it look easy, because this is probably one of the most difficult competitions there is in all of eFeds. You have to win your matches week after week after week after week against the stiffest competition, and Awesome Kong is undefeated. Blade defeated Dalton Castle. Abadon beat Harley Quinn in a pretty cool match. Geralt and Ziggler very even, but Ziggler put him to sleep right at the end. 2 Live Crew gets a big victory, and that's going to put them in a good position in the tag rankings in a tornado tag match that nobody told me was a tornado tag match. And then Bam Bigelow dropped Abyss on his head, and that move is looking to be one of the most dangerous finishers in undercard history. And of course, in our main event, Big Show, #1 contender, and will face Godzilla next week. It's going to be a stacked show, all the titles on the line. Don't miss it. You don't want to miss a thing. I got some editing to do. And some big content on the channel this week if you're watching live. So stay tuned to see some really cool content here on my Twitch and on the YouTube. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week for episode 12.